Okay, today we'll be talking about the topic rising drug abuse among teenagers. Today, when talking about youths, they are pillars of the nations. But what happens when someone becomes addicted to drugs? Back in the 90s, this kind of problem happened in the UK. And there are people from Afghanistan and Pakistan boarding drugs into the Liverpool. There were lots of youths becoming addicted to drugs. And so the first thing done by the government is to ban drugs by force. They tried their best, but it was not working. However, directly focusing on the consumers did not work. Parents could not control their children, and they secretly received drugs from the drug peddlers who considered themselves businessmen. They could not control by force. So many young people were imprisoned. Some were beaten to death. And these affairs touch the sentiment of the citizens. However, after years of effort, that is in vain. They finally came to a conclusion, which is to understand how it is imported and where does it come from. As a result of this, with the help of Central Intelligence Agencies and many secret services, they were able to shield the drug peddlers, which was usually brought from Pakistan and Afghanistan. Today, they have not faced any problems on drugs because they have shielded the source that is being considered the main problems, and they have the opportunity to shield those peddlers. It's because of the intervention of the government. As a result of this, today's youth in UK did not battle with drugs. Back to our country, today I realize the importance of youth in our country. Despite various efforts by the NGOs based on different states, they alone could not ban these types of problems. I'm talking about the northeastern states, Manipur, Nagaland, Meghalaya, and Mizoram. These states share boundary with Myanmar, which is one of the best sources where drugs come from. Youths in these states, especially in Manipur, encounter problems on drugs. Rehab centers have been rapidly increasing. And this does not only exploit their life, but also the hopes of parents. So what will be the strategy to ban these problems on drugs? I think we all have opinions on this, but I would share mine today as a speaker. Like we mentioned in the beginning, the central government has to intervene on this matter because it's not small thing. As I've mentioned, the local authorities have tried their best banning drugs by force. Some of them weren't prisoned. Some of them were beaten, and the others were charged fined due to consuming drugs. Since the addiction becomes very high, they couldn't control themselves. Ready to give everything, provided drugs were given. So here, after analyzing all the circumstances, like the British shielded drug peddlers with the intervention of government. Today we can ban drugs for 1 or 2 weeks by force. But in the long run, this will not work. So the only solution is the intervention of the central government. Through various intelligence, we can be able to understand how does it export it, how does it import it from different countries or states. And by understanding it, their sources, we would be able to shield and shape today's young people for the better future.